Hey, what's going on, everybody? Justin here at Trumful Reads, and in this video I want to do just a quick TBR of a readathon that I want to participate in. And I know kind of my TBR videos are just like inherently late now, whether it's just like the monthly one or a readathon one. Like I'm always just doing kind of after either the month or the readathon starts, so I have no idea. That's just what it is right now. So, anyways, the readathon that I want to participate in is the Sequelathon. This is definitely an idea that resonates with me because I have completed since starting book 2 last year in January. What? No. Okay, technically I finished one series and I'm caught up on another one. So yeah, that's where we're getting 2 out of 20 ain't bad for my name for this readathon. And one of the bonus challenges for this the Sequelathon is to come up with a cool name that pertains to something of a Sequelathon. So yeah, 2 out of 20 ain't bad is the name of my TBR, basically. But anyways, there's a whole bunch of hosts, and I wrote them down just so I wouldn't make sure I wouldn't forget anybody. But we have Kathy Tridart, Rebecca and Sarah at the Tea Hags, Zoe at You're a Book Nerd Zoe, Brandy at Brandy's Books, Samantha at Leanne's Lit, and Amanda at A Beautiful Bookworm. I'll leave all their links down below. You should definitely go check out and subscribe to their channels and for creating definitely a really cool readathon event. And let's just get started. And as I was saying, I'm pretty much late by the time this video goes up, definitely. I think the readathon dates are March 21st through March 31st, and the idea is basically, if you couldn't tell from the titles, just to read as many sequels to books as you can. So here are the 3 challenges. I already told you about the bonus one, which is to kind of come up with a cool name for your TBR. The challenges are to read a sequel you've been putting off for the longest, continue with a series you started last year, and complete a series. So I'm going to start with the second one, and then go to the third one, and then the last one. This one technically isn't a fantasy book, but it is a series I started last year, and it's the Osprey Publishing's Warrior series, and this one is the Highland Clansman, 1689-1746. I'm mainly picking an Osprey Publishing book because it's only like 64 pages, and I'm going to need some like lower page counts to meet kind of the reading time that I'm gonna have to allot myself for one of the sequels that I want to read. But these books have really awesome like full color illustrations that are highly accurate to the time period or the topic or whatever's kind of being discussed at the time. And I don't really know much about Scottish history, especially kind of like early modern Scottish history. Even though I do have some Scottish ancestry, so I kind of want to rectify that a little bit. So that's why I'm going with the Highland Clansman. To complete a series, I think I only have like 1 or 2 books that I can even attempt to try for that challenge, and I'm going basically because all my series, I'm just like so pitifully going in on them. Like most of them I only have the first or second book done or something like that. But I'm going with Harpist in the Wind by Patricia McKillop, and this is the 3rd and last book in the Riddlemaster of Head trilogy. This is like really cool late 70s, early 80s fantasy. I just highly enjoy it. The writing style is just very crisp and clean. Crisp and clean. Yeah, that's definitely how I'm going to describe Patricia McKillop's writing. It's not like over the top. This whole world is kind of interesting in that it's, I don't want to say it's vague and abstract, but sort of the stuff that goes on, like the magical elements of the book, are all kind of mostly based on like perception and kind of reasoning and thinking and stuff, which is just a really cool thing, I guess. I don't know. I just found it really interesting, and what I thought was cool too was the first 2 books are told completely from 2 different characters' viewpoints. So I'm not exactly sure who the 3rd book is going to be through, but definitely do enjoy the series. Plus, it's on the smaller side, which kind of goes with why I'm picking the other one as well. But like I said, I just highly enjoy it. It's just like really good vintage fantasy in my opinion. And then lastly, because it's technically not the one I've put off the longest or have needed to read the longest, but it's kind of the one I don't know, dreaded the most, I guess. Maybe dreaded is not quite the word I'm looking for, but I need some sort of motivation to actually get out and read it, because Way of Kings was not my favorite. We'll just say that. Well, I'll just leave it at that. It was not my favorite. I have that whole discussion video about that. But everyone tells me Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson, the second book in the Stormlight Archive, is supposed to be even more amazing than the first one. So, like I said, I want to find out if it's more amazing in pretty much all the ways that I did not like the first one, or if it actually is a little bit better, I guess. I don't know, I don't understand all the hype around Brandon Sanderson. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand it. But, you know, it's almost like a thing at this point, and I kind of like want to like some epic fantasy, because I've just not been doing good with epic fantasy. Out of all the fantasy I've been reading, like epic fantasy is like one of the lower subgenres that I've enjoyed since I started reading fantasy. So I'm willing to give it another shot. The problem is all his books apparently are just awkward bricks, like 1,087 pages or something like that. It's just kind of insane. So yeah, that's kind of why I had to pick really short, like a really, really short book, and then like a short-ish book with Harpist in the Wind, so I would actually have time to at least try and do this. Plus, this is my second Mammoth book of the year. If you guys know about the March of the Mammoths readathon, I read a giant biography of Napoleon, and then I said if I finish that one, I'll start Words of Radiance. So it kind of like fit both of them, so that's partly why I'm picking this one as well. But yeah, that's yeah, I guess that wasn't really the best selling point ever for Words of Radiance, was it? I just kind of want to get it over with, basically. But there you guys have it. Those are the 3 books that I'm going to try and finish for the Sequelathon. And like I said, hopefully that last Words of Radiance turns out to be better than I'm expecting, I guess. But like I said, everyone's told me that one definitely is a lot better than the first one. So anyways, those are the 3 books I'm going to try and read for the Sequelathon before the end of the month is out. Just tell me what you guys think about any of these books or authors if you've read them. Tell me if you're participating in, and if you have like a TBR video down below so I can go check it out. And always remember, whatever you end up reading, read victoriously.